true confidence comes from within. When we're truly confident, when we really know ourselves and we know we're in the right place and we're doing the right thing, we don't need any validation from anyone. We don't need any justification for our actions because there is a sense of truth, honesty, and integrity within us. This comes from Manipura Chakra, this knowing thyself, this inner strength, self-confidence, self-esteem, and the knowing that I am doing well for myself and in turn I'm doing well for the world. This is what we're gonna work on today, is working with Manipura Chakra again in a more static and meditative way than we did yesterday in the HIIT class. So prepare yourself to be strong, to be confident, to become more humble and honorable. The beautiful qualities of Manipura that enrich not only our lives, but the lives of those around us. Grab your yoga mat. Let's get ready to practice. Beautiful. So we'll start by tuning in, setting the space, coming to our intention. So find your way into a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. Pressing the seat down, reaching the crown of the head up. Roll the shoulders back and down so the heart is open and relaxed. Close the eyes, turn inside. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. Then open the mouth side out. Soften the body, soften the mind. Again, deep inhalation. Open the mouth side out. Feeling the vibrations, massaging the nervous system, coming into the body, into the present moment. One more time. This time we hold deep inhalation. Sniffing even more, and hold the breath. Relax the face, the jaw, the shoulders, the torso, the pelvic region, the legs. Soften into this space. And let go. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention inside. Connecting with the present moment, the physical body. How does your body feel? What is your energy like today? Are there any emotions that are bubbling up in your consciousness? Any thoughts, images, memories, something that happened yesterday or plans for later? Whatever's there, just be aware. Don't follow it. Don't go too far into it. Just be aware that it's there. If it's a pain in the body, be aware and practice with awareness of that pain. If the energy is low, be aware and you don't need to push yourself like crazy. If the emotions are there, be aware. You don't need to go into story. Just be gentle with yourself. Allow what's there. If it's joy, smile. If it's sadness, be sad. Just be aware. That's it. That's really all yoga is about. All we do, these all crazy things, is just to become more aware. Be aware of what is there. And in this space of awareness, we bring our hands together in front of the heart and we start to cultivate our intention. We start to bring into our vibration, what is our intention for the practice? What is our intention for the day, for the program, for our life? What do we want? What are we working towards? And start to feel it in your body. In a good way, in a positive way, in a yes, I'm creating this. Not in a, oh, I'm lacking. In a way that I am working towards something, my future, my goals, my emotions. I'm working towards opening myself to my potential. Feel that in your body. Feel that in your energy. Sit tall and feel the joy, the love, the confidence, the courageousness, whatever it brings into your heart, feel that intention. And vibrate that, repeat it 3 times. when your intention is crystallized, take a deep inhalation into the heart. Hold the breath and infuse that intention with all of your energy in the heart center. Bring a smile to your face and let it go. Beautiful. Welcome back. So we're going to be practicing a Hatha Yoga style practice for Manipura Chakra. Again, we'll be starting with 4 rounds of Surya Namaskar to warm the body. So let's make our way up to standing. Coming to standing at the front of the mat. Feet are slightly separated. Parallel. We press down into the heels. We reach up through the crown. Nice tall spine. Beautiful posture. Hands in front of the heart. Standing nice and tall, strong, confident. Take a deep inhalation. A relaxing exhalation. Grounded into the heels, very strong and stable. We inhale the arms up overhead. We send the hips forward and arch back. Then we exhale, diving forward all the way down. Stepping the left leg back, left knee to the mat. Sink into the hips, reach the heart forward. Inhale. Open the chest, open the thighs. And exhale back into plank. Nice strong plank, pelvis is tucked, core is engaged. Deep inhalation. And exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Pressing into the hands, inhale forward to cobra. Shoulders down, away from the ears, heart reaches up. Tuck the toes, exhale back to down dog. And pause here. Take a moment to walk it out. Bend one knee, press the opposite heel down. Rock the hips, rock the shoulders, wake up the body. Wherever your body needs. Is it more the legs? Is it more the torso? Do you feel your abdominal region from yesterday? Whatever's there, be aware. Be present. Be loving. And working your way into stillness. Make sure the fingers are spread wide, pressing fully into the hands, reaching up to the tailbone. Heart presses down towards the earth. Heels press down towards the earth. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, sink into the pose more. And with the next inhalation, left foot comes forward, right knee to the mat. Sink into the hips, open the chest. Exhale, stepping forward, forward fold. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale all the way up and back. And exhale, hands to the heart. Eyes closed. Taking that beautiful moment of awareness. Witnessing the effects within the physical body, within the energy. Beautiful. Let's prepare for our second round. Again, standing nice and tall, hands at the heart, deep inhalation. Relaxing exhalation. And we begin inhaling up and back. Exhale, diving down. Right foot steps back, knee to the mat. Sink into the hips, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, back to plank. Take a deep inhalation in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Pressing into the hands, inhale forward to cobra. Exhale back into down dog. And pause here again. Walk it out, wiggle, or hold the pose. Whatever feels right for you. Remember to breathe. Take a deep inhalation, really reach the tailbone up, open the heart to the floor, and as you exhale, soften into the pose. With the next inhalation, right foot steps forward, left knee to the mat. Sink into the hips, open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale all the way up and back. And exhale, hands to the heart. Eyes closed, attention inside. Witnessing, opening the body, opening the energy, tapping into that heat, the fire element, the surya, the sun within, purifying our body, burning away the heavy energies. Beautiful. Let's prepare for our third round. Again, standing nice and tall, hands at the heart, deep inhalation. Relaxing exhalation. And inhale up and back. Exhale, diving down. Left foot steps back, knee to the mat. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, back to plank. Deep inhalation in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to down dog. Left foot steps forward, right knee to the mat. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, deep inhalation. Relaxing exhalation. And we do our fourth and final round. Inhaling up and back. Exhale, diving down. Right foot steps back, knee to the mat. Inhale, sink into the hips. Open the chest. Exhale to plank. Deep inhalation. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale through the cobra. Exhale back to down dog. Right foot steps forward, inhale. Left foot steps forward, exhale. Inhale up and back. And exhale, hands to the heart. Eyes closed. Tension inside. Feeling the awakening of the physical body. Activation of the cardiovascular system, the heart and lungs. Creating heat, purification, expansion. Cultivating a state of presence in the mind. Beautiful. Gently coming back. We're going to make our way down to the mat now, onto our knees. And the first practice we're going to do for Manipura, Surya Namaskar is for Manipura as well. But the first practice we're going to do now is called Marjarayasana. Most people know it as cat and cow pose. So we're going to do cat and cow for 2 minutes to continue waking up the spine, but to really go into this movement starting from the navel. So as we do the cat and cow, we'll be on our hands and knees directly under the hips, hands directly under the shoulders, fingers spread wide. We're going to be inhaling up, exhaling down. And we really focus, as we do this, on the breath starting and terminating at the navel. So really pumping the fire with each breath, okay? Like I said, we're going to do this for 2 minutes. You can go at your pace. I recommend you start a bit slower and pick up the pace to a more powerful, fast breathing if it's comfortable to you. Okay, so let's all come into position. Hands directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips. All the breathing is done through the nose. We inhale up and we exhale to round. And focus on starting and ending the breath at the navel. As if we're using this breath to pump energy into the navel center, stoking the inner fire. Picture your lungs like the bellows that make the flames of the fire bigger, brighter, more powerful, purifying the navel, stimulating Manipura Chakra, and awakening the entire nervous system along the spine. We're halfway through now. 1 minute remains if you want to pick up the pace. Take a deep inhalation, elongate the spine. Hold the breath, squeeze Mula Bandha, contract the genitals and anus. Focus on concentrating this energy in the navel. And release, relax, sit back on the heels. Eyes closed, attention inside. Witnessing the energy moving within you. The tingles and vibrations resulting in expansion and purification of the nervous system. The mind becoming clear and an increase in self-confidence. Beautiful. Gently coming back. The next pose we're going to be doing for the stimulation of Manipura is Nabhyasana, the navel pose. This is an amazing practice for that strength, determination, and willpower of Manipura Chakra. It can be a bit challenging, but I give you some options to make it more accessible. It's similar to the stretch pose that we do in the Wake Up series. Only in this one, we want to be balancing entirely on our hips. So the idea is we've got the legs straight, we've got the arms reached forward, and we're going to close the eyes and focus at the navel, okay? To make this more easy, you can lift the legs higher, you can even bend them, or you can place your hands under your hips for support. The idea here is that we keep the navel strong, and of course we visualize energizing this area in the belly, igniting that fire. Energy flows where the mind goes. And this is a great opportunity, because this pose is very challenging, to witness where does the mind go in this challenge. So I really keep your awareness there and witness. It's too much. I can't do this. I'm too weak. Be aware of these thoughts. I'm not weak. I'm working on my strength. So especially in these kind of challenging Manipura poses, the mind will say I can't before the body is not even struggling with it. So be aware of when that limitation within your mind kicks in and tell yourself, no, I'm strong, I can do this. Of course, also respect your boundaries. If there is any pain, any issues with the back or hips, then modify it as you need to. You can lift the legs higher, you can use supports, but just bring awareness. That's what this is all about, cultivating awareness. So let's come from a sitting position. And we're going to lift the legs. You can have them bent or you can have them straight. You can have the hands down for support if you need. Coming is to whatever variation is accessible for you. Close the eyes and focus at the navel, Manipura Chakra. We'll be here for 2 minutes, breathing deep into the belly. Keeping the mind focused entirely at the navel center, Manipura Chakra. And if any small or weak thoughts come to mind, immediately replace them with, yes, I can. I am powerful beyond limitation. Yes, I can do this. You're doing great. We're halfway through. 1 minute remains. Focusing at the navel, Manipura Chakra. The inner fire, willpower, strength, self-confidence. You deserve these aspects in your life. Yes, you can. Last 20 seconds. If you've taken a break, come back into the pose. You got this. And release. Come down to lying. Eyes closed, attention inside. Feeling the energizing in the air of the navel. Strong arousal of Manipura Chakra. An increase in self-confidence, willpower, determination. The archetype of the warrior, the humility of the king. Beautiful. Gently coming back. Hug the knees into the chest. We rock forward and back, massaging the spine. And we come up to sitting. The next posture that we're going to do for Manipura Chakra is called Ustrasana, or the camel pose. This one is a bit of a back bend, and we want to make sure that we're focusing on the navel here and that we're not focusing more on the chest or the hips. What I mean by that, I'll demonstrate the pose for you. Now this is a pose where we're going to be on the knees and we're going to be arching back. I'll give you a few variations, and I recommend, if you have a thin yoga mat like I do, that you fold it just to protect the knees, okay? Always, we want to make these things comfortable for ourselves. Now you got 3 options for Ustrasana, depending on your flexibility in the back, what's available to you today. First option is you place your hands on the lower back, you send the hips forward, the navel forward, and you arch back. Okay, and you just go to whatever is available to you. You can have the toes flat on the floor or the toes tucked in this variation. It's entirely up to you. Second option is we tuck the toes and we bring the hands to the heels. It's a little bit deeper, but you've got support. You can really just rest on your fingers or any part where you can support yourself. And again, we want to make sure that we're focusing on sending the navel forward. The more that our navel is the most forward part, the more we'll be energizing this area of the body. Okay? Third option is we have the feet flat on the floor and we go into the full variation, where again we rest the hands on the feet, we lean forward. In any of these options, you can have the chin tucked or you can drop the head back. That's entirely up to you. Okay, we want to make sure that the knees stay hip distance apart, that they're not opening out wide. There's sometimes this tendency. So right now I encourage you bring your knees hip distance apart for a good alignment. Wherever you are, start by sending the hips forward, arching back, and then choose hands on the back, toes tucked, hands on the heels, or hands all the way down on the heels. We'll be here for 2 minutes. Let's begin. Sending the navel forward, closing the eyes, focusing at the navel center, Manipura Chakra. Really respect your limitations in this pose. We don't want to push it. Being aware of yourself here. Focusing Manipura Chakra. Be aware to continuously sending the hips forward you might find that you start slouching a little bit. Again, send the hips forward, push the hips forward, push the navel forward. Wherever you are, lift the chin first. Then inhale to an erect position on the knees. And hold this position. Release the breath. Eyes closed, attention inside. Feeling the energy at the navel vibrating through your body. An increase in confidence, honor, humility. A deep sense of inner strength and openness, resilience. From here, you can gently release down to sitting on the heels. Unfold the mat and we'll come forward into child's pose just to release the back. And again, in this posture, start to bring to mind a state of humility, a state of honor, of devotion, of love for yourself, your family, the life, whatever you want to bow down to in this moment. And then infuse this feeling of worship and honor into your intention. Give this energy, this devotion to the intention that you are manifesting. Then slowly, gently come back up and we'll come into any comfortable seated position. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention turned inside. And take note of where you are now in your body, energy, emotions, and mind. Notice what's changed for you since we started the practice. Whatever transformation has occurred, whatever state has been cultivated, bring the right hand to the heart, left hand over right. Drop into that space in the heart center and cultivate a state of gratitude. Thank you for this time, for this energy, for this moment to work on my strength, my courage, my determination. Thank you for building the path for me to walk forward into the life that I truly desire. Thank you for giving me purpose. Thank yourself for giving yourself purpose. Then take a deep inhalation into the heart. And as you exhale, gently coming back, so that I can thank you once again for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like the video and leave me a comment in the comment section below as to how it's going for you. I'll remind you, if you enjoy this sort of practice and you feel a shift working with the chakras and it gives you some interest to want to learn more, this is exactly what we focus on in our online courses, Journey Through the Chakras. Level 1, we focus on the different styles of yoga, the different energies of the chakras. Level 2, we focus on the subtle bodies of the chakras, working with the emotions, going into different states of consciousness, healing from past wounds. Really transformative stuff, and it's so necessary for us to move forward in our life, to release these habits and patterns that we've created throughout our lives by working with our emotions. So if it interests you, I'll leave a link to Journey Through the Chakras in the description below, maybe here. With that said, I wish you the most beautiful day. See you tomorrow. Namaste.